I have, thank you very much. So a good buddy of mine, when I was talking about doing this, and he had actually been playing around with stand-up for a while, was telling me how the cause for ALS was something very close to his heart, and it's something he wanted to participate in. So I said, I'd love to have you come in and do it. He's new to comedy. Listen close, give him a good shot. Tony Retrosi.
Thanks a lot, everybody. My name's Tony. I'm a gymnastics coach from up in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And for those of you from Massachusetts, New Hampshire is an awful lot like Tijuana and the rest of the country. All that shit's legal out there. You know, you can buy your guns, you can buy your fireworks, a lot of times at the same store. No helmet law, you don't need to wear your seatbelt, and we don't encourage you to drink and drive, we just make it really convenient by putting those liquor stores right on the highway. As I said, I am a gymnastics coach, and the brother of one of my gymnasts has ALS, and so I wanted to do this benefit, and when I told her, and she's right over there, when I told her that I was doing this benefit, I don't think she realized I did any stand-up. So she just looked at me and said, well, I guess it's never too early for you to have your midlife crisis. Just kind of looked at her and went, okay, thanks. You know. Now, as a gymnastics coach, it's always awkward when I run into my gymnasts not in the gym. Just the other day, I was at a diner, and I was just sitting there having a cup of coffee, minding my own business. And I hear the door open, I kind of look, and I see this little girl with these little tight little pigtails walk in, and she looks, she goes, Mom, look, it's Tony. I almost didn't recognize him with his clothes on. And of course this was just loud enough for everybody to hear. And I'm just sitting there looking at and I'm like, oh, just take the check, please. I'm sure you want to take my picture on the way out, because somebody's gonna have spotted me. But I'm married and I have 2 kids. And I absolutely love my kids. I love my wife. She's not here, so if you see her, say, oh, he even said he loves you. But with my kids, I've had a lot of fun at their expense. And let's just say along the way, I've met all of their guidance counselors, and school psychologists, youth prevention officers. It's been interesting. With my daughter, when she was in preschool, she had this really bad cough, so I had to get her some of this cough medicine, and of course, it just tastes awful. So parents out there, what do you do to help your kid with the cough medicine? A little bit of sugar, right? You know, so I did sugar, and I did an orange, and I thought this was a really good idea, until she went to school and had a cough medicine, and the sugar, took the cough medicine, and bit into her orange. So this was the first time that I met the guidance counselor at school, and like she was 4. Yeah. So as a parent, there are a lot of things that we want to do. We want to make sure that we raise good kids, and we try to teach our kids not to lie. And you know, these are just one of those rules. You know, you don't lie. But as parents, we fucking lie to them from the day they're born. You know, we tell them that there's an Easter bunny. We tell them that there's Santa Claus. We tell them that there's a tooth fairy. The tooth fairy really freaks the kids out. But these are the lies that we tell kids. Well, I kind of took it a step further. And with my daughter, she'd come home from school one day, and I had bought a picture, but I never took the person who was in it out of the picture frame. I just kind of hung it up on the wall because I was waiting for my wife to come home and see if she liked it. So my daughter comes in, and she looks up, and she said, Dad, who's that? So I go, that's your sister, Catherine. She said, I don't have a sister, Catherine. I go, well, yeah, you do. She's 13. She said, where is she? She's in a convent. That was a convent. So I explained to her what a convent is, and she said, well, why why is she in a convent? I said, well, she asked too many questions. And so my daughter's pretty quiet at this point, and really doesn't say much after that, just kind of accepts it. But then I had this going for a year. I would have people from work call up and leave messages on the machine. Hi, this is Sister Marlise from the convent. Catherine's a little homesick. We were hoping maybe she could come home this weekend. And I would just leave this on the answering machine for my daughter to get. But I realize now that my kids are getting older that payback's a bitch. And I'm on the receiving end of this a lot. When Maddie was 8 years old, we had gone down to New York City, and I took her to this really kind of high, this really kind of classy restaurant. And as we walked in, the maitre d' just kind of looks down his nose at me and he goes, "Sir, we don't have children's menus here." And Maddie looks up at me and just kind of puts her hand on my arm. And she goes, "Well, it's okay. If my dad has any problems with the big words, I'll help him sound it out." And I was looking, she's 8 years old, she threw me under the bus. And I was just like, really? And not too long after that, I'm at a birthday party with the kids. And it was just a crazy, kid birthday party, and my son wanted this kid Billy to come and spend the night. And he's like, "Dad, can Billy come over? He can have dinner, we can go in the pool." And he's just telling me all these great things that he wants. And I said, "Sure." So I go over and I find Billy's dad, and I introduce myself, and I'm just making, just doing that parent conversation, just making these connections, trying to make sure, okay, I'll pick up, you drop off. And I hear Chase behind me saying, "Well, Billy, this is what we can do at my house. This is going to be a lot of fun, but I have to give you a warning. One day at my house could lead to a possible lifetime of therapy." And I go, "Okay, thanks, but at least I'm not the only one that's getting thrown under the bus." My wife is a cop. Some of you guys didn't know that. And she actually had to go into work to drink. Right? They were doing DUI testing or training with all the rookies. And so all the rookies had to, my wife had to sit there and drink, and the rookies had to come in and administer to my wife a field sobriety test. So I'm like, "Steph, you're getting paid to sit there and drink?" She said, "Yeah." I said, I want your job." And I said, "You understand that makes you a professional drunk? I mean, I'm a mere amateur." Well, and she's like, "Well, she goes, I do need a ride home after." So my daughter, who's old enough to drive, goes, "Mom, I'll pick you up." It was all funny until you check my daughter's Facebook status. Picking my mom up from the police station, she's drunk. So that's my life. In the end, I know my kids are doing great. Last Mother's Day, my son stood up and said, "Mom, I really would like to just propose a toast." I said, "Mom, you carried me for 9.5 months. You've really been a great mom. Thank you so much. I love you. Dad, thanks for getting Mom liquored up." Thanks a lot. That's my time.
From Retrosi. Nice job, Tom.